All right, you
sounds good,
guys,
right?
what's going on? This is Avidan. Welcome to another episode of the ChillCast, episode 94. How you guys living? Yeah, I had to just drop right on in because Nintendo was being Nintendo. And this is like it's freezing up crazily right now. And I don't understand why. Discord is.
It's just my video, right? It's just mine or me and
Are you
Josh.
sure we're live right now?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
Don't say that.
I'm not seeing that anywhere.
Oh my
You're like a
God.
crazy person.
Yeah. I'm wondering my noise. I bet you my noise gate works way better if I. Hello, dude. Oh yeah.
So
I like this.
So yeah, we kind of messed up. So I think we should just jump right in. I think jumping right in will be cool.
Jump right in. Why not?
I think we should jump right in. Let's do it. What's going on, y'all? This is Avidan. Welcome to another episode of the ChillCast, episode 94. You saw a notification on Twitch. My bad. YouTube was messing up yesterday for the whole direct thing, so I forgot to go ahead and set that up properly. But what matters is we are here now. We're here to chill with you guys. We're here to, allow you guys to enjoy our time here. And for some reason, the video was unlisted. So if this works somehow, this will work. If it doesn't, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through. Really do appreciate you guys. First off, let's kick this off by saying welcome to the homie Nintendo Direct.
What's good?
Yeah,
what's good?
Yeah, I brought it back to Nintendo Direct. My bad, Studio.
Yes, sir. Nintendo Direct, not Studio Nintendo, but Studio Nintendo. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all. It's good to be here. Under the said circumstances, of course. Normally, I would be at work, but I'm not at work. I'm here at home because of the circumstances. So, everybody out there, be safe. Be safe. That's the best thing. For real, be safe. I can't stress that enough. Be safe. Be out there. And keep yourself healthy. Make sure y'all do what everybody says. Take this serious because it is a serious matter. But anyway, I'm glad to be here though.
Indeed. What you been playing this week, man?
I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles. Still trying to get through that. I'm stuck on chapter 7 right now, and then trying to get through Octopath on the list. As well as I'm trying to think, there's one more RPG on my list that I'm trying to get through, but we'll just keep it at Xenoblade and Octopath. And then of course, still been playing Madden, and we've been playing some PSO because that's been a lot of fun playing PSO. And the new Call of Duty Warzone because that's a lot of fun too.
All right, cool. Next up, we have your player 2. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? It is good to be back for another week.
I see you got the
a
green
bit
screen.
Of an updated look. Yes, I have a green screen out because I felt like I was kind of phoning it in. I was like, everyone has green screens. I should get a green screen finally. Or maybe I was just trying to justify it to myself, just figure out if I could finally get one of the cool Elgato green screens because they are really slick, right? It's not just that it's a nice screen, like the fabric's nice and everything, but like the whole thing pops up and stashes away really quick.
Exactly.
What? Did you say justify or Josh-defy?
Josh-defy. This is the smash.
Okay, I want to make sure the pun. That was a pun.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
it was.
Because my roommate Jason used to tell me that's what he called it was Josh-ification. Because I have this magical ability to turn a want into a need pretty quickly. So that's what I did.
That's not always a bad thing.
You convinced me pregame that I need to get a green screen. Like
you need it. You need it.
You're like, you need a green screen, man. Like.
I just said you could do interesting things with a green screen. I'm just saying,
I mean, you can. It's like green screens you could get really creative with a green screen. I think people don't realize that.
Right.
So I support your change. I support the direction you're going in.
Thank you.
And what games have you been playing this week?
3 main games I've been playing. I mean, everyone's playing Animal Crossing, so of course I'm playing that. But multiplayer, I've been playing Hunt Showdown with my dad, which is an amazing game that I think is like super underrated. Battlefront 2 with the game looters a little bit, which is a game that I never thought I would have played, but ultimately decided, once it got to a point where they stopped doing all, the loot boxes so aggressive and everything, I think it got a lot better. And then finally, still trying to beat Bloodborne with Morrow and my buddy Daniel. which I think we're about like two bosses away from the end. Like I think we're very close to beating it. Which I'm cheating with that game, right? Because basically, whenever we play, we do multiplayer. We'll play, like Maro's campaign, we'll do Daniel's campaign, and then we'll do mine. So technically, I feel like I should be able to legitimately say that I beat the game 3 times by the time we're done with this experiment. So I'm basically a Bloodborne veteran, is what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But not really. I got carried by Daniel, but I'm gonna spin it exactly that way.
Don't forget we all been playing Animal Crossing too. I forgot to add that to the list.
He mentioned Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I've been in Animal Crossing as well because that game is a good game.
But
it's a really good game.
Hold up, maybe adjust my mic so it's like I'm good to go. There we go. We'll make sure that my sound comes out good. But as for me, guys, as you guys know, I've been playing more Animal Crossing. I've been playing what else have I been playing? I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've been playing Apex Legends. I've been playing PSO2. And some Final Fantasy 7 a little bit. I'm trying to finish out the game before the remake comes out. So I got 2 weeks, and Rob Rigo in the chat said we have not all been playing Animal Crossing. We don't do that here. Apparently so. And
Animal Crossing.
Shout out to Chipz-N-Stix, by the way, because Chipz-N-Stix had an amazing idea, which it made a new Discord. And I'm giving this a big shout out because this was an amazing idea. He's actually made a brand new Discord that's geared towards knocking out your backlogs, kind of like how a book club. So it's like we basically like look out for each other as we knock out our backlog of games. And one of the games that I will be knocking out my backlog now is actually on this thing right here, Persona 4. So
yes, that makes me happy.
Put that away.
Oh, don't act like Persona 4 is a you can take issue with the Vita, but Persona 4 that's a solid game. Can we agree?
Put the Vita away.
Hey,
what
man.
are you doing?
It's just sad. It's just sad.
Listen.
You know what? You are really a Vita don, aren't you?
Have you been enjoying it, Avidan? Be honest. You got a few weeks of
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please
ever since I got these new Joy-Cons, this has been.
Yo, that's funny. We just got those same ones. That's crazy.
Ever since I got these new Joy-Cons, this has been home. This has been home.
Hey, give it a month and them sticks will be drifting. Actually, give it 2 weeks.
Shut up.
And
Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear that.
But you have enjoyed it. The little time you spent.
I have. So I did. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's cool.
So
Thanks, man.
we are all here, and something is missing in this chat. I knew something was missing. I couldn't pinpoint what was missing, but I pinpointed it, and it's this. ChillCast TV. Sorry about that, guys. We had to have at least some branding, some form of branding there. So yes, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. But I really want to just talk with the chat. We have 8 people in here, but it's just a ChillCast talking in the chat, which is ironic.
Right. Like, where everybody at? I saw you on Twitter. Nicholas was like, "Yo, it says it's unlisted." Like, but I saw that on Twitter.
Oh man, I didn't even know that on Twitter. Wow. See, I'm just not seeing that on Twitter. See, I wish I would have saw that. My bad. See, Nicholas is the real one. That's how I know Nicholas is in here. Nicholas is the real one. Yeah, so that's cool. But yo, I definitely want to talk about this whole remaster and remake conversation because I feel as though this is something that it was brought up when Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition was first revealed, and a lot of people were saying that this game is not a remake, it is a remaster. And by technical terms, whether you want to admit it or not, this game is more qualifiable as a remake. So I wanted to really go into why this is more of a remake and why it's on the lines of a Trials of Mana remake, because it's like, you have to think when older games and stuff like that, there's different types of codes that go into making them. So games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you did like even side-by-side comparisons, you could tell this is not a port from the Wii. It's not an HD remaster from the Wii. Like, they totally redid the game. Like, not every game is going to be like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where they redo everything, redo textures, designs, and everything, and even just change how things look. So I just kind of like wanted to go into this conversation on like some good remasters and some good remakes, and just talk about the Direct overall, because the Direct for me, I'm gonna be real with you, it was all right. It was nothing that got me super hyped. I would say maybe a 7.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna say it was a solid 8 or 9. I'm not gonna say this was hype, because the only thing that we really got really confirmed, like the big announcement in my opinion, was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and then Jala being free to play. That was pretty cool. But outside of that, and the 2K announcement, that was like probably like the other things that I like. So
see, I took issue with the 2K announcement.
Really?
Yes, because
I'm interested
it's not,
in that.
Yeah, it's not the games. The games are great. Like, I've been dying for BioShock on the Switch. Like, I've been looking for a reason to go back to it. Like, I saw the BioShock collection come out for like the PS4 and the Xbox, and I was like, man, it would be great to dive back into the original BioShock and then go to Infinite. I'll probably skip 2 because 2 wasn't. I didn't like 2 nearly as much as I did 1 and Infinite. But the thing that bugged me was every one of those cases that popped up and the little sizzle reel they did for the 2K games was they all had that little disclaimer. It says, hey, you're gonna have to download part of this. So none of those are gonna have all of the games or game on the cart, and that sucks. Because whenever I see that, it's like, it's the same reason I won't buy like the Resident Evil collections. I mean, if I get it as a gift, awesome. Like, I'm happy to enjoy it. But like, I won't buy it for myself because I just know that someday I'm not going to be able to download that game again, and that really bugs me. Sure, it's a bizarre hypothetical, and it might be like 30 years before I see that, and am I really going to care? But I don't know. For me, it's just kind of the principle of the thing as a physical collector.
Fair enough. Like, I'm not much into the 2K games, like BioShock and Borderlands, and what was the other game?
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2.
Enemy Unknown.
Those are not like my type of games, but at the same time, I do say that's a pretty good look on the Switch, because that gives more value to buy a Switch and play some of those games on the go. It's like you're used to play a game like BioShock stationary, and now it's like I feel like the Switch is becoming something that no one ever saw coming, and that it's becoming not only a good place for first party games, but it's also becoming a good place for playing a lot of your favorite remasters from like from older consoles and stuff. I'm noticing that. It's like if you look at games like the Devil May Cry series, you look at the Onimusha series, you're looking at a whole bunch of different games. I'm seeing a lot of the things they're bringing back toys with the Switch. I know we went down the rabbit hole, talk about the Direct. I'm gonna go back to Xenoblade in a second, but I definitely need to talk to all of you guys about this game. I'm excited for Clubhouse Games, because I'm gonna give Nick this work in 4 in a row, or also does Connect 4. Nick is gonna catch this work in Connect 4. Nick is gonna catch this work in chess.
Connect 4. Now hit me up when you want to play Michaela. Hit me up when
what
you
is
want
a
to play
Michaela?
hockey.
What is a Michaela?
Well, you know what? It's a good game, exactly. Me and my mommy's playing all the time. So hit me up when you want to get that work. Hit me up when you want to play air hockey. Hit me up when you want to play speed. Because I'll whoop you in some speed, dog. Don't worry about that.
Air
you
hockey
can get
for
speed. You can get speed. Yeah, no, you can get it in speed too. But no, yeah. But I mean, you. This
air
I can't
hockey?
believe you even saying that. You like, oh, yo, I can't wait for this 51 Clubhouse, bruh. How much is it gonna be?
Listen, $20.
That should be $20 or less.
$20. What?
Yo, and guess what?
Shout out to
Spades
NX.
isn't in the game, so we ain't playing it. Like, Spades isn't in there. That's a travesty.
You can still catch his work in air hockey though. Talk about you nice say air.
It ain't got Spades. I ain't playing it. This is what it is.
I have a lot of words. I have a lot of words for what you just said, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Shout out to NX in the chat. NX, man, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you could join in. Thank you so much for coming through.
The homie. Appreciate you, bro.
Talking about yeah, we ain't got Spades in it.
It ain't got Spades in it. I won't play it. I know Spades is not an official card game. All right, we know that. But still, they need to have Spades in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what, Nick? You know what, Nick?
Spades video game.
You know what, Nick?
Real talk. In this time of social distancing, there needs to be a Spades video game or some way to play Spades online.
You know what needs to happen? You need to catch this work in Uno after the ChillCast.
I don't know about all that.
We should do another Uno cast sometime. That was
We should do another Uno cast.
Hey, I'm down for Uno Cash. It's not tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Next week.
Listen, Uno cast next week. Yo, who want to do an Uno cast next week? I'm the one black guy who doesn't know how to play spades. Rob, I don't know how to play spades either. You're not alone.
Yeah, well, it's all good.
I don't know how to play spades, but I know how to play Uno.
I do know how to play Uno.
Uno cast next week.
I'm glad out of like 51 possible games you could have gotten excited about, though, that you were like Moncalo's the one you want to play.
Right.
I grew up playing that with my mom, and it was a whole lot of fun.
Me and Josh are right there.
I never heard about that game.
He knows. Well, that's your problem. See, you got.
Why gotta be a problem though? Why gotta be a problem though?
It's because you don't. You're the one that's uncultured and doesn't know Moncalo. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, I mean, there were
this man has called me uncultured. My feelings are hurt.
You're not uncultured. You just need to play Moncalo.
You're very cultured. You're more cultured than me. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm a country bumpkin.
I'm trying not for this mic not to fall. Yo, okay, I will say something about this stand. The mic stand they give you for the Audio Technica is kind of trash.
Did you get that kit? Is it the one with the boom arm, or do you have like the just like a desktop stand?
This joint.
See, mine didn't.
Oh
come
yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
I got that too.
It's
but
trash.
Your boy got this boom. Your boy got two boom arms, as a matter of fact.
Yo, send me one, please.
I mean, the other one's got an XLR in it because it came with the XLR in it, and my dog chewed it out. So unless you can get the XLR out, which really you just cut it and pull it out. But
yeah,
why can't you be a friend to do that for me?
I'll do it. Dang it! All right, I'll pull it out, and then I will send it to you. But right now, I might have to send it to you quick because apparently we're about to shut down everything in Missouri. So,
oh gosh,
that's the way Ohio is right now, man.
Yeah, it's about to be crazy over here. But yeah, I'll send that to you. I also got to send Jake in a Blue Yeti microphone.
Whoa. You're not just sending him a Blue Yeti. I think you should tell the entirety of that story.
Okay, so me and Jakin made a deal yesterday on the Lucas. I have to send Jakin a Blue Yeti microphone in exchange for 1 million bells on Animal Crossing and Persona 5.
Wait, what?
Oh, he's giving you Persona 5?
And he's sending me Persona 5.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
Because he's getting Royale. He's gonna send me his regular vanilla Persona 5 and 1 million bells on Animal Crossing. He gets a Blue Yeti mic. I feel like that's a fair trade.
Wait. Maybe I can make you a fairer trade.
Persona
5 he's sending you, is that the normal edition or is that collector's edition steelbook?
That is the normal edition. I'm going to assume.
I mean, wouldn't a collector's edition steelbook?
Hold on, Josh. I'll send him the Blue Yeti. But look what I got right here. Hold on. Look what I got right here.
I forgot about okay.
Look what I got right here.
I'll think about it because it's a nice steelbook. I do have a functioning microphone.
I'm over here just like trading my microphones for video games, man.
I love that we turned the ChillCast into just like the flea market variety hour.
Hey, why not?
Yeah. I mean, listen.
It's just a swap meet now.
Listen, man, we're just chilling right now. This is the point of a chill cast. Like,
right.
What's up?
Oh, I was getting ready to say something about the topic at hand, but y'all keep going.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Here's my deal. When it comes to the subject of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition,
yes,
I don't know anything about the game, so this is me speaking from not experience of playing the game on the Wii U.
Right.
Are my eyes deceiving me, or is this phone screen, or do I see a little bit of hair?
You're absolutely right. That's why he's calm tonight.
I'm still heel turn the century. What are we talking about? Still the ultimate heel over here, baby. Hey, don't get it twisted, Rob. Still the ultimate heel over here. So calm down, sir. But back to the subject at hand. Back to the subject at hand. You need to fix your mic situation, dog. But back to the subject at hand. I feel like this one, this feels more like a definitive edition than a remake to me by the eye test only. Like, because I've watched the old gameplay of the old game, and I'm looking at what they showed us at the direct, and to me it looks like they just up textures and stuff like that, but still kept the basis of the game and the mechanics and the battle system and all that stuff still the same. So for me, I would consider this more of a definitive edition, not a remake, like everybody is saying. But like I said, it just depends on how you want it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how you want to people, what's the word I'm looking for? How you want to spin it. It could be considered a remake because you are right. It could be brand new coding. But to me, comparing them both by the eye test, this does seem more like a definitive edition touched up for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
At least in my opinion.
I think that's kind of where I'd be with
I guess I can see that, but I guess because the original version wasn't HD and everything, and it was
that's what I'm saying. That's for you would know, because I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, the original version wasn't even HD. It was 480p.
And it was on the Wii U?
No, it wasn't on the Wii U. It was on the Wii. The Wii.
Oh, see, okay. X was on the Wii U, right?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I'll say this about it. I'm going to completely ignore just about everything about the game itself, because I don't have a frame of reference. Right, I played this game briefly on the 3DS. Didn't really resonate with me, and it just fell into obscurity for me. I'm not saying I wouldn't be willing to revisit it on the Switch. I would be. But what irritates me is this is a pretty garbage collector's edition I'm looking at right now. This thing looks not great.
With just that book?
Did you see that?
It's a book and a slipcase, and it doesn't have like... The Europe one looks awesome. They got a steelbook, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. How come we didn't get a steelbook when we got a steelbook for Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Mara was good. I have no idea.
Mara's been stealing flowers from me in Animal Crossing. I don't know if I want to talk to Mara right now.
But step right up, I'm giving away gadgets for bells in Animal Crossing. So if y'all want bells,
It's so crazy.
You guys just remind me to check some stuff in Animal Crossing. Wow.
So if y'all want stuff, y'all want some Switch games, y'all want this and that, just send me bells in Animal Crossing. I will ship them games your way.
This man is a bells trader because wow, Nick, I'm ashamed of you.
Look, I'm just saying, me and Jacob made a deal. Me and Josh are working on a deal. I'm just saying, like we're working it out.
Yeah, there's some talk happening.
I'm ashamed of you, Nicholas.
Why are you ashamed?
I have more.
Nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing to be ashamed for. But
I had more faith in you, dog. But nah,
back to subject to the direct. Here,
yeah, go ahead.
Let me talk about the direct real quick. So for me, the direct was, and I'm gonna say this again. Let me start by this. And I said this in your stream, and I still mean this to this day. I feel like this year is going to be very reminiscent of 2018 for Nintendo. I feel like just like in 2018 Nintendo or 2017, you had Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, ARMS, Splatoon, Super Mario Odyssey all come out in a year. That's 5 just bangers. And then the year after that, it was just little games here, Octopath Traveler, pitchy, small games, Kirby, whatever, piddly game. I said piddly, piddly games. And then you got Smash at the end of the year. And that was the big one. Like everybody was waiting for Smash nonstop. And then the year after that, stop it. And the year, stop that, Rob. And then the year after that, which would be last year, then we got banger after banger after banger after banger. We got Fire Emblems on the Astral Chains, on top of the Daemon X Machinas, on top of the Luigi's Mansions, on top of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like we just kept getting game after game after game after game, week after week after week for a minute. And I feel like this year is going to be the same as 2018. We're going to have one. We got Animal Crossing, which was the big one. Now we're gonna get the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles, Bravely Default. We're gonna get games like that, and then I feel like at the end of the year we're going to have a huge. You guys, I don't like you guys. Quit doing this to me. Playing Animal Crossing in your green screens, and now I feel lonely over here. That's not fair. But back to the subject. I feel like there's one game that's going to be announced this year, and I don't know what it is. It could be The Legend of Zelda. It could be what everybody's saying, Mario Odyssey 2. It could be something, but something's going to get announced around E3.
You know what? I'm going to say what was going to be announced.
Go ahead.
Mario Kart 9.
Mario Kart 9.
What? No way.
You say Mario Kart 9. I mean, it's about time. Let's be real about that, because Mario Kart 8 was a Wii U game, then ported over to the Switch. Could be. Could be.
And, I'm thinking we may even get Splatoon 3 announced with that.
I don't know, but I just feel like there's a big game coming, and I'm kind of with you on the Mario Kart 8. It kind of does feel right in line. It kind of does feel right because of Mario Kart 8 came out so long ago, and now it's I wouldn't say it's been a decade, but it's been, it's been close to it. When did Mario Kart 8 come out?
Mario Kart 8
It's been a
out
minute.
2013, I believe.
2013. So we're getting close up there.
No, my bad. The original Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, on the Wii U. 2012.
2012.
Yeah, so we're getting on 8 years. That sounds that you could be right.
Let me see.
Maybe you could be right.
Before that. Hold up. Mario.
Nah, it launched with the Wii U.
It had was that a launch title? I don't think it was a launch title.
I mean, it was a launch, but you know what I mean. It was close to
2014.
when we.
2014.
It had to be year one.
So we're at 6 years with it. I feel like we're getting close. You might be right on that one. Why are you playing ARMS?
Because I can.
I mean, I could download the trial and play that game, and then actually play it and then call it trash after playing it, then calling it trash before playing it. But I'm not gonna do that.
Listen. This was my game. I got a whole bunch of victories in this game at one point. So
he was like the only dude playing it.
I know. and you know what? That's how I got good. And then when you want to play the trial version, you want to say, "Hey, you play this with me? You want to catch this work?"
I'll pass.
I could not get into it.
Anyway, but to Sure Daniel Bryan, stop it, Rob.
Wow.
Yes.
My dude called you Daniel Bryan, though.
Yes.
Stop,
anyway,
stop it.
Back to the subject of the direct. My grade for the direct, 6.5.
6.5. I can see that.
Yeah, 6.5. Xenoblade Chronicles was the announcement was dope. Then we got Ninjala, a few other ones. Bravely Default, that was a bigger one. But then really at the end of the direct, it kind of fell short because they're like, one more announcement from Pokemon. Like, we didn't just get that news before Christmas. And that's what killed me. Like, they just pretty much re-announced what they did in the Pokemon Direct for the end of this Direct. Like, that was some news.
I did not like that.
Like, yo, that was messed up. The ARMS announcement for Smash, whatever. I know people in Smash are gonna be mad about that.
I felt that was a waste. That was a waste of a slot, like of an announcement to say, "Hey, we got a new ARMS character. We're not gonna tell you that ARMS character until June, but we got a new ARMS character." And I'm like,
now I feel like that was strategically placed, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of dudes in the Smash community that do not like that announcement, and so instead of doing a big reveal in June, a blind reveal, they just let you know off the bat, all right, don't get too hype, you're getting ARMS. Like, I feel like that was a smart move, and then they'll probably reveal the next character after they do the ARMS thing. They'll be like, or the next game that the character's coming from. They'll probably do it like that.
You know why they did that though for ARMS though? They want to promote the tournament they're doing.
Oh, and they wanted to promote the game being free. Remember, like, they're like, by the way, you can try this game for free. And then you're right, they're doing a tournament, so
they just promoting this.
Watching you play that game, and I just can't get into that.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
It's and that's the thing. I don't think it's fundamentally like a bad game or anything, and I think it's got a lot of style. I just personally just did not enjoy the gameplay very much.
Yeah, not everyone does, so I could respect it.
Avidan out here hitting dudes with KOs.
I mean,
why don't you join the tournament? Why don't you join a national? Make some cash.
I'm a filthy casual.
I mean, the way you're talking about this is your game. I mean, why not?
It's my game. It doesn't mean I'm a filthy casual.
Look, strike while the iron's hot.
Listen,
it's a small community.
Smash is my game. Smash is my game. Are you gonna tell me to join a tournament for Smash?
No, because that is not what you want to do. What I'm saying is everybody plays Smash. Not everybody plays ARMS. If you're decent and ARMS are good, you could definitely place yourself in some tournaments, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not feeling it.
Anyway, you got me distracted. So back. Now what are we talking about?
See, is the game that bad? It got you distracted? Is the game really that bad?
Because yeah, it's bad because they stopped supporting it. They stopped supporting it less than a year.
I promised Kazoo and my buddy Tesla Chad that I would give it a fair shake. So I ended up repurchasing ARMS sometime last year, but I don't think I'm going to like it. But
what I will say about about the whole remaster thing. I feel as though a lot of people are the whole remake conversation. I feel like a lot of people are putting Final Fantasy VII Remake in that discussion for just as a remake, and I don't feel like that's exactly fair, mainly because of the fact that that's more of a reimagining than a remake, in my opinion. If I'm honest, that's way more of a reimagining, like, and just of a reborn series. It's like nothing looks the same in that game, like absolutely.
Well, I mean, the game came out in 1997.
No,
and it's
2020. What I'm talking about, like, even with that, even because Trials of Mana came out in 95, and the characters still look somewhat reminiscent and everything.
Well, that's the art style that they chose, though.
But that's what I'm going for.
But I would still consider that a complete remake because it looks nothing like the Super Nintendo game.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. I would consider that game more of a remake. But if you look at what game is that? Like Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's not even the same story, dude. It's not even the same storyline. Like everything's different.
This is still the same basis story. They just changed a little bit of things to make it more interesting, right?
It's the basis is somewhat there, but no, dog. Like, have you played the original Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
Okay, so no, I had to ask. I had to ask because I wanted to make sure. I figured you did. I wanted to make sure. I'm getting worked.
You are. I'm watching this. KO. He knocked out.
Dang. No moral support. I see, but not
none.
What I'm getting at with the whole Final Fantasy thing is the fact that they are taking deeper dives to basically exploit different parts of the story, and that's what I'm saying. That's way different. It's like that does change the story a little bit. It
changes the story a little bit. It's not way different. Like okay. One thing that we learned is after you do the first Mako reactor, you get to actually take place and look at the aftermath afterwards. Like that is a huge storytelling thing. That doesn't change the story completely.
I'm gonna say this,
but it does change your outlook.
I'm gonna say this. My suspicions from reading their interview, my suspicions are almost true. Basically, I have it confirmed that the final boss in the first disc is not gonna be that giant robot that you fight on the highway.
I mean, all right, cool. But they're changing things, but they're not changing the story completely. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, we still are going to have the main things in the story.
What if they do? What if they change it so
they can't?
What if they change it though? What if they change it so a certain somebody?
They can't.
Why not?
They can change small things here and there, just like people do in TV shows and movies, yes, but they're not going to change the basis of the entire game. They're not doing that.
Why can't they though? Why can't they change?
Then it wouldn't be Final Fantasy VII. It would be Final Fantasy whatever the director tried to do this time around. 16. Why not? But it wouldn't be. But it wouldn't be Final Fantasy VII. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they're going to take creative.
The definitive.
They're going to take creative liberties, yes, but they're not going to take any. Like, no, that's not happening.
I think they'll take some creative liberties. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
they did. We already if you look at that, you already can see some of those creative differences that they've already already took.
What's going on, bruh?
Go Chain.
Hey, what's up, man?
Go Chain.
Yes, sir.
Gamers in the house.
Turn yourself up a little bit.
What's going on, fellas? Huh? You said turn me up a little bit.
Turn your mic up
a little bit.
Right,
just a little bit.
Guru.
Turn me up.
Yeah.
Get him. No, man. No. I was just about to say. I think they might take a few liberties.
Exactly.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
they will. So. No, they will. Like I said, they've already done it. Like we discussed. There's they've already done it, but I'm saying they're not going to change this story completely. Like they're not going to just come out of left field and hit us with something that crazy.
What if a certain character, you know what? I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm alluding to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But what if?
I do.
What character are we talking?
The one that has a debatable name?
Yes. Thank you.
And bro, that's not happening. I know what you're saying, and that is not happening.
What if
it's
that
not
happens?
Happening. That is a vital part of the game. That's not happening.
But what if that happens?
I mean,
then they need to call it something else that's not Final Fantasy VII. Then they need to completely change the name. It needs to be Final Fantasy VII ; something else, because it's not Final Fantasy VII.
like Final Fantasy VII Untold Tales or something like that.
That's so, exactly. That's what they need to do, but it won't be Final Fantasy VII after that. Heck no.
like Hidden Legacy
Heck
or something really, really ridiculous.
Right. There's no way they can do that.
But why not?
I'm done having this conversation. Like, I'm done having this conversation.
Why not though?
I don't know. You know, I think that the faithfuls are going to be. I think the faithfuls are going to have something to say about this game, and I think the newcomers are going to be like, I like this.
I like the phrasing, the faithfuls.
Yeah, like
which is me and you.
It's nothing wrong with being a faithful of a game.
No, it's not. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, it's like that's a dope phrase.
Like, I didn't play Final Fantasy VII. I always played like the first few missions when I was a kid and just never got through the game. So it's almost gonna be a new game for me. So for me, I probably wind up loving it. But the people that's really in tune might hate it because I feel like it's gonna be a deviation. I feel like it's going to stray away from, because they got to stretch out. I mean, the game was, lengthy as is, but they're stretching it out this time. Yeah. Like, this is like, so you got to add stuff in there and expand on lore that was already there. So there's going to be people that's not going to agree with some decisions that's made because that's not what they know of the game that came out in 1997. So there's going to be some people that's upset. It might be Nick.
I won't be that. No, I won't be that. Bro, there's a difference between taking creative liberty.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What you said, and then a major part of the story is completely changed. It's like there are two completely different issues.
Now let me ask you this, then, Nick.
What's up?
What if, for what they tried to do, for it to be coherent, they had to change something in the original story? Otherwise, it wouldn't have made sense.
Exactly. Then I need that person to tell me why they made that decision, and I'll be cool with it.
They might have to. They might. I don't know.
Someone's gonna have to come out and be like, "This is why we did what we did."
Demands.
Like
you might have to get a behind the scenes, like some extra, behind the scenes footage. But I think that's that I had because I know so many people that adore this game, and they're without trying to spoil it for me because they know that this is my first time playing it. But they're like, "Yo, if they change this." And their eyes get real big. If they change this, you're like, whoa, bro. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same game. I'm like, so, and I think they're going to change something. I think they'll change something vital.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I mean, they already changed one thing. We're not going to be able to play Red 13. Yeah. So there's one major change already. Like that kind of does upset me.
They did. They were transparent. They've been transparent about why it's 2 parts. I think they've been transparent about it.
2 parts?
What Final Fantasy VII? It's a not 2 parts, but
I was like, wait, hold up.
Episode 2.
Yeah,
my eyes got big from that. Like, okay,
yeah, what are those speed boost the second half or what?
Right. No, I think it's multiple episodes. Is what I'm trying to say, but that's what I mean. Like for them to pull that off, they're going to have to change something. It's not going to be able to stay the same. It's just impossible.
I agree.
So this is like this is okay, Nick. This is Final Fantasy VII, the extended version.
Sure, why not? No, I get that. Oh, I know, and I'm cool with that. No, trust me, bro. Whatever they want to do, they feel like they can improve the story, tell the story, whatever. It's fine. Just don't take out the major stuff. Like, don't bro. I'm gonna tell you right.
There's a lot of stuff for me to not. Have played it, and some of the stuff that I've seen, they've recreated some things scene for scene in that game. So,
like, if Jesse lives, sorry, spoiler alert. If Jesse lives,
come on, man. I got a few days, man. Hold
come on. Why isn't that a major thing though? I need some explanations. Why is that a major?
That's not major.
What?
No, it's not.
Yo, Rob,
here's the problem with you. This is the problem with you, though. Never mind. We ain't talking about this. We're done. We're done. Sincere. What do you think about the mini direct? Let's start there.
Come get your man, Joe. Come get your man.
Sincere, tell me your thoughts on the mini direct.
Yo, come get your man.
I mean, the Xenoblade remake is dope. They got a release date that's seems very sturdy, so that'll be out soon. I like the fact that 2K ported over some of those games because I think the Switch even though I don't think the Joy-Cons is ideal for playing shooters, but I think the Pro Controller is. So they ported over quite a few shooters. That's dope. Of course, the Animal Crossing DLC and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. What else did I see that I thought was interesting? I think that's pretty much it. Huh? Say it again.
Ninjala, Bravely Default, or Bravely
Default 2.
Ninjala.
Right. That looked cool.
That was really it. Anything new?
That was pretty much it. Yeah, that was what I was about to say. It wasn't really like it was one. It was a surprise though. Like that wasn't like a planned direct. So I didn't think they was going to drop no atom bombs on nobody or anything like that. Of course, there's things I would have liked to saw if that's like the better question, I guess. That kind of it's still like 2020 is still a question mark for Nintendo to me. I feel like they holding back on some things. So
I said in the beginning, I feel like this year's gonna be very reminiscent of 2018, where it's just gonna be.
I don't think so, Nick. I just think they.
You don't think so? You think? Oh, you think they're holding back? I don't know. For me, it just feels very similar.
I think E3 was going to be where they were going to spill the beans on the later half of the year, early 2021. And they just, look, I mean, I don't want to bring the sorrow to the podcast, but we're in a strange time right now.
Right.
So kind of got to adjust to the time. And I think a lot of outside of Xbox with their next gen news, a lot of people keeping things close to the chest. Like they're not a lot of news out there as far as like the new games or things like that. So
I hope
just think right. Nintendo is holding close to the shit because they do have games coming out. Like I said, in fact, one of the things I did like about that I liked a lot about that direct was that they kind of just Panzer Dragoon was out, get it now,
right?
I love anytime that happens. Like anytime they do that, thanks, I love it. So it can happen multiple times. I mean, they wouldn't do something like that with Breath of the Wild 2 or nothing, but
no,
you know what I mean,
right?
Yeah, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like they I think they hold some of that kind of news, the Breath of the Wild 2s. I mean, I think one day we might get a direct and it's like, wham. I mean, I would love this too. This is me being very, optimistic. Metroid Prime Trilogy available now.
Yes, that would be dope.
That would be something.
Download it right now, and then a trailer for Metroid Prime 4 for 2021, and that would just be like, mwah. What if they wouldn't have to show me anything else? They can just stop the direct.
What if they do that for June though? What if they have like another thing to come out in June? Just for
they will.
They have a June direct coming. They have to. There's some.
I think everybody's
happening for everybody around E3. There's every company's gonna do whatever they want to do or do some live stream. It's gonna happen right around the time. They're gonna do E3 just all digital, which by the way I think would be the dopest thing ever. Not having E3 in the spot. I know you disagree, Josh, but
wait, what? What do I disagree on?
I said I think them having E3 an all digital online only E3 is dope. Not having it in LA, and I go, no, you disagree because you experienced it. But
I mean, I like it. I want to go back, but I mean, I'm not gonna be. I would just miss it personally, being selfish.
Right, but I feel like come E3 time, there will be consistent live streams from every company doing their own thing, showing us what's going on, and they're going to announce it that way for their investors because that'd probably be the best thing for them to do. But I don't know, man. Like to the subject of Nintendo, I hope you're right, but right now it just feels eerily similar to 2018. I feel like we're gonna get what we're gonna get, and then there's gonna be some big announcement for the end of the year, and then that's it. But you might be right. There could be a bunch coming down the pipe that we don't know about, and they're just holding back because of the times, and they don't know how it's gonna go.
Right, because everything is uncertain at this point.
Yeah, I'll worry about that one.
I would say I mostly enjoyed the direct. Like I'm kind of with you, Avidan. Like I would have given it like a 7 or a 7.5. Like there were a couple of cool things in there for like super fans of like like Xenoblade, for example. But most of the stuff was just good, and that was okay. Like I didn't feel like I wasn't like ecstatic about anything in particular. I was a little disappointed in an omission that I thought for sure might be in this direct mini, and that's because I've heard nobody talk about it since it was announced. I think at the end of last year, nobody's talked about the fact that House of the Dead is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I want that so bad this year. I love those games, and playing House of the Dead with Joy-Cons just sounds like a whole lot of fun. But I've heard nothing about it since they just announced that it was coming. So I was hoping we would get some of that here, but we totally. So
oh snap! There's another game that I was hoping they were going to show, and I'm trying to think. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember the whole direct. I was like, "Yo, are you going to show this? Are you going to show?" I'm trying. Give me a second.
Burnout Paradise is cool too. Like I didn't think that was ever going to get ported again because I thought that there would be like licensing issues with the music and everything. But
I remember them previously saying that would eventually come to the Switch when they re-released the remaster.
I never heard it.
Yeah. Wow, it just got super quiet.
Yeah,
I'm watching you play this game because right now this looks like a close match. So I'm trying to see L, big L.
Yo,
man,
Sofsky, what's good, homie?
Big L.
You've been out here taking like 3 consistent L's. What's going on over there?
This guy's a high rank. I'm playing rank
Fair
matches.
enough.
I'm
Fair
rank 15.
enough.
He's 18.
All good.
You got I did not know the challenge. It'll be all eyes on me. Shoot, I'm feeling Pac out here, man. But nah,
it is what it is.
But nah, like I think what we can say about this year about video games is that this is going to be a great year for RPGs. Oh crap! I said new challenger. I forgot to turn it off. Oh well.
It's a bunch of RPG. Talking about JRPGs, Western RPGs,
all of them.
So many RPGs this year.
This is the year of the RPG for real. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, here's the deal. I complain like, yo, I don't have enough RPGs to play, and now they're coming out, and I'm like, man, there's too many RPGs to play. Like,
right?
It's bad, man.
Anybody indulging in Persona 5 Royal?
Nope.
Yes,
Josh is.
I will be doing that.
I think
assuming I can pick it up.
Just about everything.
Not everything, but man, I'm a sucker for a collector's edition. Like I can't help myself.
Steelbook, bro. Like the actual just retail first day version is a steelbook. I've been considering. I have Persona 5 now, and I've only put in I put in like 40 hours. I never finished the game.
You see, that's where I'm at. I think I put in like 20 or 25.
Start over.
Yeah, at 20 or
I've never
25,
played
I can start over.
So like,
yeah, you didn't even crack the iceberg yet.
Well, I'm about to
I'm
about to get the vanilla version through a trade. The trade's hilarious.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe I'm right now. Listen to this, sincere. So I was talking to Jake, and me and Jake made a trade. So I'm trading my old Blue Yeti mic for 1,000,000 bells in Animal Crossing and Persona 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got like a bunch of mics too. You must really need a mic then.
Yeah, I got a lot of mics. He was like, I'll send you Persona 5 and 1,000,000 bells in Animal Crossing, and you send me that Blue Yeti. I said, bet. That's a come up.
The easy. Don't say it out. You ain't supposed to say it out loud. You're supposed to ha ha ha, wink wink. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to like just say it.
He's like, all right, trade is already complete. Oh, whoa, no,
trade's already done. Been agreed upon. Done.
All right.
I mean, but that's
it's hot in here.
That works out. Yeah, you know what? Is it warm for you guys? Where you guys at? Like I'm in Philly.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like
I had the window open. Like people were barbecuing and everything. So
it's like 63 degrees.
Good to see humans be humans. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, y'all going to be humans, man. Cook that food.
Oh man,
made me feel good.
A barbecue would be really dope right now.
Man, I was supposed to grill this week, and it's done nothing but rain, and it's been a big bummer. I'm like,
you a master on the grill?
I'm all right. I'm more like a yellow belt. Maybe green. I don't know how the ranking system goes, but I'm more like a yellow belt. You know, I get the job done. Blue belt, green belt, brown belt. I don't know how it goes.
It's edible, is what you're saying.
It's more than edible. I've been told I'm pretty good. I've been told I'm great, but I don't like to brag on myself. You know what I mean?
I'm not the best. I'm not the best at grilling, so I'm better at.
I thought I was really good until I went to my buddy's house and he was like doing all these smoking techniques, and I was like, yeah, that's not me. Like that's not me at all. Like he had a smoker, charcoal, doing this and that. I'm like, yo, you are killing this right now. Like I thought I was good, but he was just out here just doing all this stuff, and it was like the juiciest, it was the best barbecue ever, actually.
Now you got me thinking about food. I'm hungry.
You all the time, man. This dude always. You know what I had?
Yo, I barely ate today.
Hey, do you want to know what I ate before I started this podcast?
I didn't eat nothing. That's what you know what? Nick, we gonna fight. You've been talking.
I had Baja fish tacos, dog.
You had Baja fish tacos. You got the audacity to come after me.
Yeah, I did.
Yo, I did. Fight.
It was delicious. It was great.
We're gonna fight. Somehow we're gonna
It's phenomenal. And I actually did think about you. I was like, man, Avidan would love this.
We really gonna fight. You gonna taunt me now too?
I did. I was like, yo, Avidan would love this food. And he's probably thinking about food right now.
Yo, we gonna fight. That's all. That's all I gotta say about that. We gotta fight now.
All right, what's this topic about Nintendo complains about dreams? What is this?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Let's hear this.
All right, so you guys know the game, PS4 game Dreams, right? And how you can have like Nintendo characters on there, right?
Yep.
Nintendo
did not know that.
Nintendo made a complaint and towards Sony, and Sony pulled those characters off the game. So now the creator who made those characters, he can only access the files, but he can't edit them or nothing anymore.
Yeah, nobody else can use them either.
So what's this Dreams here? What is Dreams?
Dreams is like a creative game where basically you can kind of.
Oh, it's like Little Big Planet. Okay, yeah,
it's one of those types of games. So like you create your, and more on a bigger level, you create your own games and stuff like that.
Oh, so hold on. So somebody not working for Sony did this,
right? Like a creator.
Exactly.
Wow, Nintendo, you on some other stuff with that? Whoa.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's really sad.
So a creator,
like they're giving copyright strikes to people who have their channels based on this. They're giving them copyright.
Hey, well, you know what? Anybody who be making clothes for Animal Crossing, I hope them animes is getting Nintendo for that. Yo, you can't have Goku in here. You can't have Tanjiro in here. Like, you can't have none of this clothing in here. Like, I hope they go after Nintendo hard for that, because that's just ridiculous. A fan created that.
But that's the thing. I don't think nobody would do that. I think only Nintendo has that kind of. But the way this is, and I know this is like
based on principle, anybody should do this.
It's me being devil's advocate, right? Like, okay, so you got, like, I don't think Microsoft and Xbox would do it. I don't think Sony would do it with their properties.
No, they wouldn't.
But we got to realize what Nintendo, is. Like, Sony does more than make video games. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo is a video game company. They have to protect their IPs at all costs. Like, that's their saving grace. Their saving grace is the IP.
I get that, but
if they didn't have the games and the IP, they wouldn't exist.
I get that, but it's like the person's not profiting at all from the game. I can understand it is made for profit. The person's not even profiting. Like, they're not.
Like, I can get if it's game ROMs or loveroms.com and
exactly.
But that's why those kind of things exist, because that to them that's revenue. And they need the revenue. When Sony doesn't get the revenue, they can get it from their film division, their tech division, TVs, and different avenues of revenue. Even online, and I think Nintendo's doing a little bit better, but they're not getting that kind of revenue either. So their IP is it. They gotta protect it. They gotta.
But that's just crazy though. Like, my thing is, then yes, and then in the Animal Crossing, because you're a lot, you need to pull all them QR codes from Animal Crossing. That's the case. Because people are in Animal Crossing making different types of clothing based on anime and stuff, and all the Toei or whatever needs to go in and go in there and sell Nintendo. Yo, pull it out. If you're gonna do it to Sony, we're doing it to you. Get it out.
But that's another thing, because that's another company that has so much like different avenues of revenue that they're probably like, all right, whatever. They probably don't care. Like, the way Nintendo cares,
I know,
because Nintendo would legit be out of business without these things. Like,
right?
Yeah,
they have to. Like, they literally have to, because if they have nothing else, they have to be petty.
But they will.
Nick, they have to be petty. They have no choice.
But they gotta be petty about it.
They got no choice, man.
Man, I don't know. That just seems very double standardish to me, because you got people making stuff in Animal Crossing and you don't say nothing.
Yo,
Satsuki, I've seen people.
No, go ahead.
No, I've seen people put, like, some wild stuff in Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
anime stuff and things
Nicolas
like
Cage.
that. Yeah. But I mean, it to whoever that creator was, it probably means less to them than what somebody recreating a Mario game would in a game. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo's like, no, how about you just buy Mario Odyssey? How about that? You want to play 3D Mario? Go buy Mario Odyssey, or wait till we, somehow re-release Mario 64. You're just gonna have to deal with us. And I to be honest with you, as far as the way they treat their IP, man, it's bulletproof. Their IP is bulletproof. So, this is just a part of them doing that. You know what I mean?
I guess.
It sound like me agreeing with their harshness, But if I understand it from a business aspect, I'm like, okay, it is what it is. They don't have a choice, Nick. They if they don't do this, then they're letting their IP just willy-nilly walk around without them benefiting from it.
Maybe I don't understand then. So what does Dreams do? Is it like, so you just
Dreams is a game where people create games and
you can share.
Okay, so some dude was literally creating recreating.
He recreated Mario, and listen, Sobsky,
I feel it. I feel
that Mario recreation, and it's not better than Mario Odyssey. It didn't make Mario look better than no Mario game.
You wilding, Sobsky.
It didn't make it look better, but it did. But for a person to create that on their own was very impressive.
Extremely.
It's up. Dreams Mario.
They might have took it down by now. You might not.
No, there's a video on it.
It is. It's up there.
Nintendo Life got it up. Shout out to Nintendo Life.
Well, yeah, I personally.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm watching this now.
Saying?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, he's moving very similar, jumping the way. Yeah, okay, I got it. But at the same time, yo, that's crazy. He didn't make Mario look better than Mario Odyssey. He made Mario look like a better version of the 90s cartoon Mario.
He made it look better than the 64 Mario.
Look like a better version of the 90s Mario, the 90s cartoon Mario.
But, I mean, it's impressive though. It's impressive that somebody actually did that.
Like, I'll say that.
You know,
you brought it back. I haven't not heard anyone mention that in a while. It's like mentioning the 90s Sonic.
It's all over Netflix, and my kids watch it all the time. So yeah.
What, the old Mario cartoon?
Oh yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Super Mario Super Show is on Netflix.
I might have.
Wait a second, you talking about with Captain Lou Albano?
Well, with the two plumber dude, with the two guys, and then they have the cartoon every once in a while, and then the two dudes.
Right. Yeah, because Captain Lou Albano from WWF back in the day was Mario.
Yeah, that's on.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that.
Yeah, my kids watching it they watch it all the time.
You guys ever watch Captain N growing up?
Yeah, actually.
No.
I missed that one too.
Captain N?
Captain N was an animated show that had a bunch of Nintendo characters and third-party characters that would hang out. Like Captain N, he had like an NES Zapper as a weapon, and like Simon Belmont was in it from Castlevania. What other characters were in it? Mario was in there. I want to say Tetris factored into it at one point, but yeah, look up Captain N sometime.
I absolutely. See when you said Captain N, I was thinking I call it Game Masters.
Oh.
Right.
Like a subtitle? Maybe I said it wrong.
Yeah. No. You said it absolutely right.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I hadn't thought about forever, and then hearing about the old Mario,
I totally forgot about that.
Because I think the biggest video game things that I watched growing up would have been like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Captain N, and Nick Arcade, because that's where I learned about games like Gradius.
I mean, think about that though. That was when Nintendo was at like the height of its media powers. Like, it was
everywhere.
I know. Nintendo was all over the place.
We need to stop here though, because otherwise I'm going to be like, "Did you guys ever watch Legends of the Hidden Temple?"
Oh man, keep going, man.
Bring it back.
Legends of the Hidden Temple was that game, and I'm sorry for all y'all who got stuck on that stupid statue. Y'all were stupid.
I don't know what game that is.
You can't say that unless you was on there and got stuck.
Bruh, it's a statue, and it's 3 different pieces, and you're putting the head down before you put the body down. Come on, bro. That show is rigged. They told him to do that on purpose. There ain't no way nobody's that stupid.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I used to love Legends of the Hidden Temple, though. That show was that was a game show.
I mean, I like Double Dare too. I watched Double Dare and all that.
Yo,
who was the host? Mark Summers? Was it Mark Summers?
If we're gonna talk about shows, we gotta talk about Guts.
Was it Mark Summers? Was it Scott Summers?
Yeah, I watched Guts.
Hold on.
Oh, who didn't watch Guts, dog? Dude, you have it. Yeah.
No,
we gotta talk about Guts.
I mean, Guts
was good.
Piece of that incredible rock, the aggro crag.
The aggro crag, yeah.
I mean,
some other good early Nick shows.
Dude, I love Guts. I had Guts, the video game, and it was nothing like the TV show, but it was still lit.
That's awesome.
Nothing like TV show, but it was still good. Had it on a Super Nintendo, and then you could wait for the cutscene to come out, and then you could hit the bumpers and do the beat. It was pretty dope.
I haven't seen
good times.
I haven't seen Guts in like Is it
Well,
like,
I mean, ever since it got canceled, that's the last time we saw good.
I mean, like going back and looking back at it. That's what I meant by that.
You know, I was thinking about the aggro crag the other day because somebody had one for sale, or I looked up where somebody who won the piece of the aggro crag as a child that it actually lights up and everything. And they were selling it for something like they're trying to get like $5,000 out of it or something stupid. But they had an original piece of the aggro crag and they were just trying to sell it. They were like, "This is
the original piece of the radical rock."
Yeah.
I'm mad that you got the whole bad. Like you just watched it last night.
Bro, I'm just saying, man. I used to love that, bro. Love that show. Freaking Olmec and Legend of Hidden Temple. That guy. Olmec was dope. Like, you know, freaking what was it? Wild and Crazy Kids with Omar Gooding.
Yes.
Fire. Double Dare, but not the Double Dare 2000, but the Double Dare before.
No, the old school Double Dare.
Like the original Double Dare.
The original Double Dare 2000. Dookie. The old one was better than that. What was another game show was on Nintendo? They was doing a whole bunch of shows, and then they shut down Universal Studios, and it was sad.
So I heard that when they were doing production on Double Dare, that it was absolutely nightmarish because you have all that slime and all that crap all over the place under hot studio lights. And they were shooting I think a couple shows a day or something, and apparently just on long enough time they were like that whole place just reeked, and there was nothing they could really do about it.
I bet
it really was not fun.
I remember one time Double Dare was doing an actual tour. Like they were doing tours at amusement parks, and they had them at Silver Dollar City. And me and my cousin, we were there at Silver Dollar City, and that was one thing we wanted to do the whole time we were at Silver Dollar City. And we were riding roller coasters, and we were like, "Yes, at 4:00 it's going down. We're going to the studio." We ran up there, canceled.
Oh, that sucks.
Dang.
Canceled. So I never got to participate in Double Dare. Real sad about that.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it would have been, bro.
That sounds rough.
That was like every kid dream to get.
Bro, I don't even care if it was gonna be on TV or not. I just wanted to be there and participate. But no, they canceled it. Sad news.
Unfortunate.
I feel for you.
Very sad news. Very sad news.
I feel for you, Vic. It sounds unfortunate.
Does.
But the question is
very unfortunate. What's the question?
Do we care?
No.
We don't.
I know. Messed up. No.
Listen, man. I'm just chilling with you guys. Yo, let's just jump into Q&A. Like, how have you guys made? If you guys have any questions for us, you ask us any questions. We're literally just chilling this week because with all that's going on, I feel like it's more profitable just to talk and just have some conversation. Plus, YouTube is not sending out notifications.
YouTube has been tripping lately.
Yeah,
like, YouTube has been tripping lately, dude.
I haven't done anything all week because I'm like, when I did the podcast, I said YouTube is wilding right now.
It is. Oh, here we go. Sincere.
Unless you Linus Tech or somebody, it's cool for you. Linus Tech, but everybody else.
Sincere, did you play Doom?
Yeah.
Do you love
what's your thoughts?
I absolutely adore ripping demons in half.
Okay, fair enough. I haven't played it. Josh told me that it was really good. When I watch people play it, it just seems like sensory overload to my brain. Oh, snap. Him and Josh both got the helmet. There we go.
Yes.
I can't even breathe with this thing on.
Yeah, that Doom.
I've got it.
That helmet looks dope, though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, but seriously, though. It's really good.
Okay, it's not sensory overload because everybody told me
it's absolutely sensory overload. Though.
Okay, see, I don't know if I could do that then.
Like what I mean is from a sound aspect, the speed of the game, reaction time. Like Josh got his one too.
There's no way I'm wearing headphones with this.
There's no way you can breathe in that thing for longer than like.
Hey, Josh, just go ahead and say, "Oh, you think darkness is your ally."
Oh, you
he
can't hear us. He can't hear us.
Josh, can you hear me?
Did you really just imitate Bane, Nick?
Yeah, I wanted Josh to do. He's got the helmet on.
Yo, Nick, Josh, if you could do a Bane impression, I'd be dope.
Darkness is your ally.
You think darkness is your ally?
Yeah, see, look, everybody, both of y'all had the same reaction when you took that mask off. Like, yo, imagine wearing that thing for Halloween.
Imagine being Doom guy wearing it for a whole game. It's crazy.
Look,
that's a tough man right there. That's a
he's shredding demons in half. I hope he would be a tough man.
That's a tough man right there.
But good. I'm glad to hear. I don't know. I want to play it. I might wait.
I kind of. Did you play Doom 2016 at all?
Very little, but I did.
What was your impression on that? Like, how did you?
It looked good. It was dope. Once again, it's just not my thing. And
because with this added quite a few different wrinkles to it. Like, there's quite a bit of platform in there.
Yeah, that's what was really. That was what's kind of. What kind of sets me off about it. Is the platforming and you're running around doing this, grabbing that, shooting, running around, going to this.
And it feels natural after you play it for a while, but yeah, I can see how that would throw somebody off. But I mean, the game's like that's what I considered it was like. Yo, this is like a game. It makes me feel like an arcade game or something like that. Like,
yeah,
that's what it feels. I feel like you can put quarters in and. You die, put another quarter in and play. It feels very arcadey, like in a good way, in a really good way. Hey, how about this, Avidan? How about I don't have your password on the screen? Wow,
real.
Bruh, I wasn't gonna show anyone anything, but it's all good. You can't.
I just saw that on my.
It doesn't do that, but I got you guys. I was gonna
block
it anyway.
Doing?
I was gonna block it anyway. So you guys are good.
But like I said, I don't know because I wouldn't want to tell you, yo, you have to get it, and then you spend $60 on it. Like, I hate this game, but it's really difficult. But it's like old school difficult. Like you can get past it. It's not nothing impossible. At least not nothing I've encountered. I'm not all the way through the game, but I want to say like.
I think I'll wait for it to come out on the Switch, and then I guess I'll wait for the Switch release. How about that?
That should be what. It got to come out this year.
I mean, Nick, I
hope they don't.
That's one on the list.
I'm gonna be real, Nick. You should get it on your Xbox.
I agree with that too. But if you want to wait,
I want to bring it on the go because it doesn't seem like a game that I'm gonna sit down and play for very long.
Because it's really intense. Like after I'm done playing, I gotta like do this. I don't
gotta wipe his body off of all the blood. No,
I don't think I will be able to play it like in a public setting or while I'm on the go because it's just that kind of because you got this heavy metal going crazy in your ear, and when it ramp up and you moving so fast, it's like, man, especially once you like finish one of the sections where you ravaging and killing demons, whatever, it's like you got to take a break, like whoo. And the game actually allows you to take a break. It knows that it just puts you through this, and that's when you kind of like go through, like the little dash in to get to the next part that you do this all again. So it kind of breaks up the action, and it has to, because if it doesn't, it's sensory overload. Like it's a crazy game. It's very intense.
I dig it.
Cool.
But you'll love the music though. I
know that
the music is fantastic. Like, and it fits right with what's going on. Like, he even has like a bass this time too. Like, you have like this Doom Slayer bass. I think they call it like what do they call it, Josh? The
what now?
His bass that he goes to, like that
I can't remember the name of it, but
yeah, like the something of Doom or whatever. And when you go,
it's awesome. It's comically too big for what it is.
It's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous.
Dude. Yeah.
If you go like to his quarters, he has like guitars and stuff hanging up. Like, it's just weird stuff in there.
Oh, that's dope
stuff in there.
And you know what? Like, you're right. It is arcadey, but man, there's a lot of like nuanced strategy to it. Like, you have to remember, it's like, okay, if you use the flamethrower, they're gonna drop armor
shield. The chainsaw is for
that's
ammo,
yeah, and then glory kills get your health.
For health, yeah. So you kind of got to work, pay attention to where your health is, where your ammo is, what weapons you're using, because you got different mods for each weapon that can help you defeat certain enemies. It's a lot of stuff happening.
It's weird at first. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, sincere. Is this traumatizing for Chipz for me to do this?
Wow.
Why are you playing How Ring like that, dog? That's my guy.
I always thought he was cheating, man. It's just legs, man. Just everything is legs.
Well, Eddie,
you could pull same thing to me. Like you just combos are so easy when I'm like people that's
I
not,
can use law.
you know. But I mean, I know, no, not you.
Okay.
You know what I mean. I don't think I wasn't talking about you, but
Yeah, Howling is the man, dude. That poof, that stutter kick, pop, 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 pop.
But yeah,
I haven't played Tekken in a while either.
I was watching.
Nick,
I was watching.
Let's play Tekken tonight, Nick.
No, let's not play Tekken.
It was so fast.
I don't know. Our friendship will end if we do that. I was watching Lil Majin, man, play King. That's some next level stuff.
Yo, King is a monster.
I was watching Lil Majin play King, and it was just nuts. Like he was like, I was like, yo, you can do that with King?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you can.
Yo, Sincere, what's the game that you looking forward to on the Switch though?
I mean, I just bought Panzer.
Panzer Dragoon. How is that game?
I haven't played it yet.
Are you gonna get the physical, Sincere?
Is there a physical?
Yeah,
From
there is.
Limited Run.
Limited
Yeah.
Run games.
They got a regular, and then they got one that comes in like a Sega Saturn case.
How much is it?
I think it was
60.
60.
Really?
For the collectors, it was 60. I think the regular was 40.
I
and the
did
collectors
not
was
know
60.
that.
Yeah, like RG85 was like F my life. Goodbye, recipe $60.
I didn't know that. I'm still might pick that up. If it's available. No,
Oh yeah, it's like an open pre-order, so they should have plenty. I think they said they're going to leave it open for pre-order until I think a day after the digital release or something like that. So you should have time to get it if you're on the fence about it.
I'm check that. No, I'm not on the fence at all.
You're like, nope, I'm doing it.
You said it come with a Saturn case, right?
Yeah, there's two versions. There's one that just comes in a standard Switch case, and then there's one that comes with.
No, I want the whole enchilada.
Yeah, the whole enchilada is $60, and it looks like the only difference is it comes with the Switch case, and then it also comes with like a Sega Saturn case you can keep it in.
All right, that's dope.
Yo.
No, I'm getting that.
Avidan, you gonna spend $40 on this Clubhouse games?
I'm getting that Command.
Oh, it's $40
personally.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm good.
See, told you. Like he was like, "Yo, you gonna get this work? You ain't spending the $40 on that."
They got that Streets of Rage 4 too. If I don't know if you guys.
I did see that.
It looks nice.
I'm getting that. Yeah, that whole package.
It comes with a steelbook. You don't see a lot of Nintendo steelbooks. They don't make them very much.
What's that one game? What was that one game they showed? The Office game where you just messed stuff up.
Good job.
Good job. That's it.
Yeah.
How much is that? Let me look at this.
No.
Oh, that's $20. But that game did look interesting.
I don't know. I don't think it's too many other, Switch games. I probably wind up getting Xenoblade the day, but I'm not gonna lie, they come out the same day as Last of Us. I'll probably wind up playing Last of Us first.
I don't blame you. Like some people, Xenoblade is an acquired taste. When people tell me
but I want to give it a try though.
Like when people tell me they not want to get Xenoblade, I'm like, I get it. That's an acquired taste. So.
Nintendo's not slick. Nintendo is not slick at all. In the feature section of the store, they got Bravely Default, and guess what's Octopath.
I downloaded the demo. I haven't played it yet, but from the gameplay footage I've seen of Bravely Default 2, and I like the first one. Like it looks like an oil painting or something. Like I really like the style. I know some people like Octopath better than what's on display in Bravely Default, but I think it looks really good.
I might try Bravely Default later. I mean, I downloaded the demo. And the demo does transfer over, so I may try it out. You know what? Speaking of just games and trying things out, I'm gonna try out Akuma in Tekken. I never tried out Akuma in Tekken. I'm gonna see how he plays for the first time.
Wait a minute, Akuma, like Akuma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know Akuma
Oh, I
in
didn't
Tekken
know that. Bro, I don't follow that. You know that.
Nah, for real, you don't know that was kind of a thing.
That was a big thing. They had a whole trailer for that and everything.
I know that Negan's in the game, which is stupid.
That's kind of awesome though. I'm sorry. I like Negan as a character, so
I know Noctis is in the game.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I'm a practice.
Yo, Jedi Knight Academy, I'm really tempted to buy that because that was a game I used to love playing on the PC.
Yeah, I got it on PC. That's why I didn't even, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's dope, and I kind of just kept it.
I used
It's
to
dope
love
that it's
that
on
game.
Switch though.
That's why I want to get it because that game was fun. That game was real fun.
Dang, I still got my Kuma combos. Let's go.
But I don't know for the rest of the year on Switch. I don't know. I got to see how they end out the year.
Ninjala coming out.
I know you was here for that. I said I do see them using Mario Kart 8. I mean Mario Kart 9 actually.
Oh, that's bought if that's the case.
Yeah, I see them bringing out Mario Kart 9. That like the last Mario Kart came out in 2014.
They gonna bankroll if that's the case. They want all bankroll if that's the case. Because everybody gonna buy that game. That's a game that could sell Switches. People will buy a Switch just to play Mario Kart, even though it's a Mario Kart out already. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to grab it. My wife ain't gonna let me get away with that one.
Yeah, I don't think I could.
I mean, I'm gonna play. I'll play it too.
Mario Kart.
I mean, it's just no way that I'm not gonna be able to get that. So,
yo, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, Nintendo really has to play their cards because really they have to come out with some new IP soon. Because really, when you think about it,
do they really? Do they? Come on, do they really have to? Like,
Bro, they're about to sell us a Fighter's Pass and Smash for the next.
Hear me out.
Do they really?
The next year and a half. Come on.
Hear me out. I'm thinking like after the whole Smash thing, after you get the Smash Fighters Pass, after the new Zelda game, maybe after a new Mario game, Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon, it's like they really got to prepare for the next system, or they got to start getting newer IPs. Like, because Splatoon, to me, the reason why I say newer IPs, Splatoon is a successful new IP for them. We can agree on that.
10 years, baby.
Like, it's 10 years?
10-year console, remember?
Oh yeah, the Switch is a 10-year console. I remember.
They said that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
This is a 10-year console.
I love
remember that.
They're going to do
I
a
don't think that's possible.
refresh.
I don't think that. I don't believe it at all. I don't think it's possible. But to Avidan's point, to Avidan's point, 10-year console. They gotta give us something.
No, it'll be a 10-year console. They'll just do a mid-generational refresh, I think.
Lies. Yes, but I don't even think that because I think they might get Wii U'd again.
Really? You think they're gonna repeat that mistake?
No, what I'm saying is they might get Wii U again when these new consoles coming out. That's what I'm saying.
Nintendo seems to have this pattern where they have one really successful console that's liked by people. Then they have then they flop. Then they bounce back. They flop again. Then they bounce back. So I'm hoping that pattern ends.
Wait, what other flops are you referring to? The Virtual Boy?
No.
64.
64 was
successful.
It was successful.
The GameCube was the game. I'm about to say the 64 was successful,
but the GameCube
was considered a flop for them.
The GameCube was considered a flop.
To them, it was considered a flop.
And then
it was.
And then
but it didn't sell though.
And then
I've never heard that called a flop.
And then the Wii was a huge success.
Yeah,
the Wii U was a flop.
Yeah, I think I saw one place.
Do you see the pattern here where I'm going?
I mean, the pattern started with the GameCube. Let's be real. NES was killer. Super Nintendo was killer. 64 was killer. So I mean, really, and the GameCube wasn't a flop, but it was a flop to them because it didn't do as well. And on top of that, they really went on out by making a powerful system, and it didn't do as well as they thought they were. And that was the whole deal of them saying we don't need power anymore because of the failure of the GameCube. Which, by the way, it's your own fault. You put these little mini discs in here, and it didn't have a DVD player. That's on y'all. But that's another story.
I think it's a little more than that. I mean, because if you think before the 64, the only competition they really had was Sega, and Sega was just belly flopping out there. So I think
that is also true.
I think once they had more competition on the market, it was harder for them to, penetrate the market. And
I guess you're right. Well, I mean, when you got the Xbox coming out straight up, they had the modem in the system and they were focused on Xbox Live and they were killing that, and then PlayStation was killing their area, and then you had the GameCube, which was like everybody was like, why do I need this?
It's segregated people. So before it was, if you didn't have a Nintendo, you didn't play video games. And then it went from a lot of major players. What I mean by not saying Sega wasn't a major player, but Sega's reign didn't last that long. Like they didn't really have a chance to, not like how Sony's been around for how many years now? Like, I don't know. It's been forever. I feel like Sega, you're talking about the 80s, and Sega Genesis is really when they started competing. By 95, 96, it was a wrap. It didn't really last that long. So
yeah, you're right.
So you're talking about
and then the
Nintendo
Dreamcast came.
And then Dreamcast came, and Dreamcast really, that's the super flop. That was a belly flop. Like, it was a great system. We look at it in retrospect. For gamers, it was awesome, but sales and it was a flop. So Nintendo has to share the market now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's when they start sharing the market is when they will have hits and misses. That's everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sony's had hits and misses. Xbox,
they had one miss.
Sony
had one miss. Let's be real about that.
They did. They had one, but it's a miss though. It counts as a miss. That's historically a huge miss. Like,
and I guess you can call the Xbox One a miss, but they still sold 50 million consoles.
Nah, but when the other people sold 100, it looked real.
I get that, but
and then when Nintendo, who had like 2 years, 3 years, it was 4 years later, outsells your console, you flop.
Yeah. You're fair point.
I'll
That's
say
a testament though to how good Nintendo did with the Nintendo Switch though.
Yeah, like to Nick's point, when you're talking about like you think we're gonna get another one of those for the next generation, I read this a while back and actually looked at an example, and it's one of those things that like in hindsight, looking at it, it's so obvious to me, but until someone laid it out for me, it didn't really occur to me. Is that Nintendo has had a very consistent pattern since the NES for their home console. I'm not talking about like Virtual Boy. Let's forget about that. But like for their home console releases, they have a very specific like pattern system for generations. It's like they do the safe thing, and then they safely iterate on it a little bit more, and then they try something weird and new. So you've got like the NES, and then you just refine it a little bit more by making the graphics better and adding additional buttons for the Super NES. Then you try the first analog stick with the N64, and then they sort of refine that a little bit with the GameCube and go like 2 analog sticks and everything. Same thing with the Wii, right? The Wii was the quirky, weird new thing that was going to tap into the casual audience that could have been just nothing but gimmicky. But then, they tried to basically do it again with the Wii U, and it did not do well. It just created confusion. So now, if we have the Nintendo Switch, which is like the weird new thing, where it's like, which people said that was gimmicky at the beginning, and it wasn't gimmicky, it was smart. Like, that was not a gimmick. That was a feature of the whole, like, dock or play tabletop or whatever.
Feature. Absolutely.
So if history is going to repeat itself, if they're going to stay true to what they've done since, like, 1984, then, we'll absolutely be in for just a beefed-up Nintendo Switch like console in the next generation from them too.
I think that's what a lot of people want right now too. They just want a stronger Switch.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. I don't think this is a 10-year console.
They don't have to change the branding or anything. Like, just keep it Nintendo Switch. Like, the name is cool. The actual Switch factor, to Switch is cool. Just keep it that way for a while, and just
I think they should really go with the Switch. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they need to switch. They switch it up. Wow. I don't think they need to be shameless.
They just need to come out with the Switch 2 and it just be improved. That's it.
Yeah, that's
but this is not a 10-year thing. I'm telling you right now, this is not
not in that state now.
The next generation's coming out. They got to keep up. This is not a 10-year thing.
But
there will be a Switch 2 coming.
I don't think they need to keep up because
no. That's not what I'm saying. They don't need to keep up per se, but they do need to make sure that. Because what happened with the Wii U? Nobody, no third party support. Nobody made games for it. Now that the same thing here.
You know what you have to link that towards.
I get that.
You have to link that towards hardware, marketing and hardware.
So what's gonna happen when the next generation games start coming out, and this thing's still sitting here?
The Wii U hardware,
but see, the Wii U hardware was capable.
It was capable. There was a lot more challenges with the hardware and everything they had with it. There was a lot more challenges they had.
Okay, to your case of the hardware though. So then what's going to happen when we have PlayStation 5, Xbox come out? All these new games are coming out for it, and this thing is sort of left behind.
To the Switches, a lot of those games are not on there now.
That's another point,
and it's still
that was one thing I was gonna say.
It's still like a favorite without having Cyberpunk, without having those big third party games.
I understand. So that's what I'm saying. What are they going to do to make this thing a 10-year project? Because I don't see it.
That was bogus. Come on, we know that's marketing speak. So you feel good about buying it. I know they're going to support this for 10 years, and at the time that they said it. I want to say that was when they had like that real it was in Japan, like that Japanese kind of reveal of it, and they were talking, it's going to be a 10-year console. Okay, that's trying to instill goodwill into customers that might have been salty at your last console, and you basically abandoning it. They abandoned the whole console, so all the people that bought it just got left on the island. So to make you feel good about being abandoned and possibly going out to spend $300 more, we're telling you now we're supporting this for 10 years, even if we're lying to your face.
I mean, they might support this for 10 years, but there's a new console coming out.
Yeah, but
there will be a new console coming out.
Absolutely.
They might support this for 10 years, but there will be a newer one coming out.
I mean, because they'll support the PS4 going to get supported for 10 years. At this point, it's been 7 now. So 3 more years is nothing. Yeah, I can see that happening. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
There will be a Nintendo Switch 2 that'll be powerful, and there will be 2 iterations of each game for each Switch IP coming out for both. I bet you.
Yeah, I can see that.
You'll get Mario Odyssey 2 on this and the next one, but the Audio Odyssey 2 on this won't look as good as the Mario Odyssey on the other one.
And really, that's all I really want, because Mario Odyssey ran great though. Like if you played it,
it
ran great.
It ran wonderful. The only games I've seen that didn't, was the third party game. So I think that if they want to, sink their teeth in the third party and get games like Cyberpunk or, those kind of games on the Nintendo Switch, then yeah, they got to upgrade the hardware. They have to. They have no choice. Otherwise, they're never going to get the latest Call of Duty or anything like that.
I'm legit looking at Wawa on
At Wawa.
Yeah, Wawa.
They're not making sandwiches, brother.
They have hoagies.
Bro, you know what I really want?
They have that available on DoorDash right now, dog.
And I should have went and got it earlier today. I've been craving Jimmy John's all of a sudden, like for the last few days. I forgot, which makes me upset. I'm probably gonna get Jimmy John's tomorrow.
You couldn't have wanted it bad enough if you forgot.
Well, no, my wife wanted to get Mexican, so we got Mexican. But that didn't sound half bad for me either, so we got Mexican. But
I haven't eaten
tomorrow. I'm getting Jimmy John's. Well, I mean, where I'm at, it's like we've had 3 cases where I'm at, and that's it. Yeah, and I live in the middle of nowhere. They've done a good job of like making sure that got shut down real quick.
Yeah, I'm in
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese
urban city, so it's going down out here.
This man said buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Ew.
This is apple with smoked bacon and cheese. No, I'm good.
Yo, speaking of buffalo chicken mac and cheese, there's this place in St. Louis called Sauce on the Side, and they make calzones, and they have a bunch of dope calzones, and one of the calzones they have is a buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese calzone. And I thought it was gonna be gross, awesome. and it turned out to be pretty good.
See,
I remember the first time I heard about buffalo chicken pizza, I thought it was gonna be gross, and it was excellent. It was a magical experience.
Magical experience. Magical.
Very pleased.
Oh man, yo, the flatbread sandwiches suck on here.
From where?
Wawa.
I never had Wawa.
They only had cheese, Italian, roast beef, ham.
Listen, man,
turkey.
get you some lavash bread, man. You can make your own.
I mean, is Wawa anything like QT?
What in the world is a QT?
See, I guess that's a Midwest thing too.
Yeah, Wawa is a like there's like 8 Wawas near where I live at.
I'm going to assume Wawa is like QT because QT is it's more than a gas. It's a gas station, but it's a convenience store, but also has its own little restaurant inside of it where you can get food from.
Okay,
all right, cool.
That's Wawa.
Your Wawa is our QT. Got it. Quick Trip is what we call it. QT.
I know people be saying like they got Sheets, like this place called Sheets, and that sounds like Wawa. There's like a different thing, but Wawa is like an East Coast thing. Like it's everywhere in the East Coast.
So yeah, so East Coast is Wawa, Midwest is QT. What do you got, Josh?
I'm not sure what we have as by comparison. Let me check.
Josh is East Coast.
So you've never been to a Wawa?
No.
Okay.
I have no idea what QT is.
Quick Trip. It's just a gas station that's like it's more than a gas station. Like I said, gas station, but you can also there's a restaurant in the kitchen there. You can get food from there. You can even order it from DoorDash. It's pretty dope.
I'm trying.
They got flatbreads, pizzas, sandwiches.
So
It looks
Awesome
good. Like
stuff.
I'm looking at the menu now. They got barbecue sandwiches, grilled cheese, tacos. It's one of those places that's got like a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know if we have an equivalent to like a gas station place. I mean,
Dang.
See, Wawa didn't used to sell gas at first, and then they started selling gas.
Oh, so it was the opposite.
Right.
There
See,
probably is
QT,
an equivalent.
QT was a gas
About it.
station first, and then they got onto the whole kitchen.
No, Wawa was like the variety store, and their big thing is selling sandwiches like hoagies.
yeah.
So they were selling hoagies, and then it just turned out like one day it felt like a Wawa was everywhere, like corner stores, like it just were taking over. Like you would blink and a Wawa would be like constructed.
And then, hey, yo, I would
That's
say,
how
I
it is
would
right
say
now,
this.
bro. QT is taking
It's like
over.
they drop.
the
It's like they
West.
drop them out the sky or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
exactly what's happening over here.
And the thing about
On every corner.
And the thing about Wawa though, it's like their sandwiches be like high quality, like no joke.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good sandwiches.
And that's
Nah,
why,
same with you. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking
Like
about.
the woman that's making your sandwich, or a man, but most of the time is a woman. That sounds so bad, but every time I go to Wawa, there's a woman making. They're very nice, right? They treat me well. They're great, right? That sounded terrible though. Like,
Right,
that's
right.
That sounded,
It
I don't
is
know
what it
where
is.
we're going
He
with
tried
this.
He tried to save it, and he couldn't.
I can save it. Listen,
Didn't know
all
where
I'm
we
trying
were
to
going
say
with
is,
this.
like, if you ask for something in particular, because they got like the menu thing. Because before you used to have to ask for it, right? Like off of. Then they got the tablet that you kind of construct your own sandwich.
Yep.
Like even after doing that, you could go to like and talk to the man or woman that's constructing and making your sandwich, and like ask for like specific stuff, and they'll look out for you.
I want a Wawa now. Maybe I need to go to the East Coast and get some Wawa. That'd be the
I
first thing
used
on
to
my
always
list.
get the meatball sub from Wawa. Like that was my thing. The meatball sub,
I'm
Parmesan.
about to give me a chicken cheesesteak.
Because like the first thing on my list when I went to the West Coast was like go to In-N-Out because everybody was overhyping it. By the
How'd
way,
you like it?
overhyped.
Yeah, it is overhyped.
So by the way, it's
Okay,
overhyped.
have you ever had Five Guys?
Yes.
Five Guys are in and out.
Oh, Five Guys.
Five Guys easily.
Easy.
Five Guys.
Easily.
I've never had In-N-Out, so I
Yo,
can't say.
Five Guys fries.
Wait a minute. You went to E3 and you didn't get In-N-Out?
Yeah,
get around
right.
to it.
I went to
wanted to.
PSX and had to get in and out. Like I had to go to Roscoe's while I was there. And I went to both.
Unfortunate.
I don't see.
I almost had a coma in Roscoe's. Almost died in there.
Yo, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. See, I am tempted to just decline this delivery and cook something in the house or find something to cook because
That's what I've been doing lately.
what would cost
Save some
$7.60?
money.
What would cost $7.69 because they throwing on those taxes and fees? It's an $11 charge without delivery.
Ooh.
So no, I'm good. My
Oh, from DoorDash?
yeah, my
Expect those prices to go up during this time of the year. During this time that we're
Sure.
working. Expect those delivery fees to go up during this time.
I'll just say this: my stubbornness to be cheap sometimes has kicked in over my hunger.
Yeah, go ahead and get yourself some of the Manchurian ramen noodles. Put them in a bowl. Shh. Put some
Bruh.
water on that. Put it in the microwave.
Bruh, see,
I'm
6
pretty
minutes.
Sure,
Listen.
he got more stuff in the crib.
listen.
I don't know. That's all I get right
Listen,
now.
I know how to chef up some noodles though. Listen, bruh. How many of you guys like chopped up some real shrimp or some chicken, throw in some spinach, throw in some.
I mean, I make stir. I've made stir fry
Yeah,
out of my ramen noodle. Like my ramen, it's like you put the soup in there, get it good, and stir fry it up. Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, man, it's the way to go.
Yeah, but who got that time? Not me. 5 minutes, microwave, done.
See, that's the problem with this
It's not the
generation.
problem.
It's a problem.
This generation,
Yes, it
bro.
is.
You're like literally like 7 months older than me. Shut up.
I'm talking about my generation. I'm talking about my generation. I can talk about my generation because I'm in it.
Look, I mean, I guess, but
Yeah,
that's just me. 5 minutes, all right. Sometimes I'll do it up, but nah.
Nah, cook it up. I could shove up in 10 minutes if I needed to. You can't shove up in 10 minutes, dog. 10 minutes. Doing those extra
Do me a favor,
ingredients?
make that food, pack it up, mail it to me.
How about no?
Because from what I've learned from Animal, you mail it to me, I'll get it in like 5 seconds.
unless it's some other things you have to wait till the next day.
True.
But speaking of
True
which,
that.
last thing we can touch on before we bounce out of here, Animal Crossing sales are the best in the series so far.
Best in the Switch so far.
Huh?
Yeah,
Not even in the series. It's the best in the Switch period so far.
Like it outsold Let me see. Animal Crossing.
It's outsold Odyssey. It's outsold Breath of the Wild. It's outsold Smash in its first weekend. It's literally.
But I don't think it
in Japan
as a whole outsold Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is the best selling Switch game, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
we're talking like pacing though, like in the first week pacing, or whatever.
Like first sale, like first week sales. Weekend sales, it did the best so far.
It's the best of every Switch. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. So it was like 1.8 mil.
Like Japan.
In Japan only, 1.8 mil.
That's crazy.
Oh, I know it did numbers in America.
Yeah,
right.
We don't got
so
those numbers yet. We will soon though, because we're getting close.
I think the only thing that would, I ain't gonna say hinder, because I still think it's gonna be the number one selling game in the country, is the fact that it had to share some sales with Doom.
I can see that. Yo,
Nick, where in Japan, nobody bought Doom in Japan.
Yo, Nick, you trying to play Monster Hunter tonight?
Maybe. That's gonna be one of the games I have to figure out how to play again. I haven't played Monster Hunter in a year and more than that, like 2 or 3 years.
Let me throw in 2K. I'm trying. I never played a 2K game before.
Ooh, 2K now.
I'm playing 2K.
Let me check 2K.
I'm playing 2K right now.
Let me see what's going on over here in some 2K.
I've never played 2K before in my life, so it's gonna be interesting.
You never played it ever?
Never. Ever.
Any 2K?
Ever. Never.
How you get away with that?
Yeah, you're from New York, dog. Like,
what does that mean?
No, it ain't got it. But you a basketball. You like basketball, right?
I was more into football than basketball for the longest time. Yo,
Jay Biggs was good, homie.
Yo, Mara wants to play Monster Hunter World. Mara, you got it on Xbox? But yeah,
does Mara even have an Xbox? See,
Mara does not have an Xbox, I don't believe. I tried to tell her.
But yeah, y'all about to see my birthday here. But yeah, I haven't played it. I've never played it.
I mean, even Dreamcast 2K? Like, you never played it?
Nope.
Did you play NFL 2K?
That I did play.
I'm about to say, gee.
That I did play. I was more into football, so I did try out NFL 2K. But yeah,
I don't want you to play Madden, because Madden is garbage. I don't even want you to.
Hey, chill out, bro.
You know Madden is garbage. You know, you just like football and you like playing it, but it's garbage.
It's alright.
Poop. Dung.
There are some aspects of Madden in which there are a lot of garbage takes place. I will add that. There are some things in Madden in which a lot of garbage takes place. I will add that. But the game in as a whole is not garbage.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Now, let me ask you this. Okay, so I remember you was playing Madden hard last year. I don't think
playing hard this year.
I didn't know. Listen, you don't talk about it much. Not no more.
I don't talk about it much, but I keep quiet. But trust me, still going strong. Like, I'm still in my franchise mode, still trying to get people to work in my franchise. Yeah, we're still doing it.
Yo. All right. Well. Listen. Then let me ask you this.
All right.
The last 3 years, Madden 18, 19, and 20.
Yes.
How much of a difference is between those 3 games?
There's actually a major difference there is a major difference because of what they did between 18 and 19. 18 was still using the stupid infinite nasty engine, and then they switched to Frostbite. So there was a major fundamental change as far as how the game works.
How many modes did they add to? What did they add to the franchise mode?
No. Yeah, I get that. Well, that's one thing, bro. As an avid connected franchise, you are speaking to the choir. I just curse EA's name, and I wish 2K would get the chance, because 2K would kill it in a franchise mode. I agree with you 100%.
But then you got the people that, because they despise, 2K's practices, which I do also. I do. But as a game, 2K makes a way better sports game.
First of all,
than anything EA has on the market.
First of all, if EA could get away with half of what 2K was doing, they would do it to them times 100.
2K's getting away with it because they make a good game, though.
Well, 2K's getting yes, they are making a good game, but there's no way you can do a NFL park like 2K does. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like they just don't do that. Like,
it's not baked into the basis.
Yeah, it's not the basis of the game. If they could, they would. If they could do that with FIFA, oh, best believe they're doing it with FIFA. But they just can't do it.
Yeah,
but EA would be doing it times 10. But
Come on, bro. I just need Madden to, because even gameplay wise, I can deal with the gameplay, but as far as them not adding anything to any of the modes, like the modes being exactly the same, outside of that little 100%. Story stuff, which they actually stole from 2K, was the story.
Yes, they did. Well, not even that. Just like going to connect your franchise, they add a little bit of feature. That's it. Like, and I play majority connected franchise online. Like, they could really afford to improve that. They probably won't. Like, I guarantee you, if they hired me, I'd have hella ideas, and I'd be able to sell these ideas back to a bunch of people in connected franchise and make them even more money. But they won't do it. They don't listen
to nobody, and
they don't. But they could make money if they did,
because people are going to buy it regardless, because they have a monopoly on football.
Yeah, but you could also make more money if you did it. Like, if you, never mind, I'm gonna be quiet.
Why do you keep saying that?
Here's the deal.
Speak your truth, sir.
They keep saying, this is what they keep saying, we cannot offer these features because it's a free feature. All right, then put the features in a paid feature, and I guarantee you 32 grown men are going to pay $1 for that feature.
More than
I'm just letting you know. But I'm saying 32 grown men in the franchise, you make it $30 and you make it $30 to have all these features a year. Grown men, you're putting that in there.
But they
$1 PayPal, what's that to me? But they won't do it.
I think like EA, like we always look at like Anthem and some of their flops, Mass Effect, Andromeda. I don't think that has anything to do with, like I think on that front EA is okay. Like they'll eventually bounce back from that. Sports though, they've been flopping it for so long. Like it's just
I watched your video about NBA Live. I watched your NBA Live video, and listen, I agree. And they've been flopping.
They've been flopping, man. Like they have the NBA license and do nothing with it.
Bro, here's the they got complacent. Ultimate Team, I think, really kind of just got them spoiled. When they saw how much money they can make in Ultimate Team, they thought that's their big ticket. That's it. Because I remember when the Ultimate Team first came out, I was like, I ain't playing this. This is stupid. But then when they started basing the game around Ultimate Team and seeing how much money and revenue they can get from that, and then tournaments they can round from that, they decided that's where they need to put all their money in. Like,
well, I mean, 2K is no different because they got their My Team and all that stuff. I
know that, and they also have the online leagues and stuff like that.
Right? They have the and then My Career is the everybody.
But
My Career is the thing. So,
but at least you're in. Like I don't know. It feels like like you said, because 2K makes a better game.
They make a better game. They can get away with it because realistic, you don't have to play any of that. Of course, we want to play it because everybody wants to go in the park. They want to put tattoos and headbands on their player and feel cool about themselves. But that's not necessary. Like you don't have to do that. You can play the My Career and just play the game. You can play the franchise and just play that. Like you don't have to play the My Career.
Avidan, is that Jump Force?
Yeah, he might as well kept 2K on.
I never tried this game before.
I was going to say that, but I said I don't want to.
Jump Force, the best looking flop of 2019.
You know what's funny? I played it at like PAX 2019. I was like, hey, this is not that bad. And then that was it.
And then that's all you need to say. And then
they cashed out with that one. That was a severe money grab.
It was, and that game was super hype. I was ready for it. Like I said, it's the best looking flop of 2019. Well, that and Kingdom Hearts 3. Oops.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash.
Did I just say that?
I said it. Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash. Wait, I can't skip this?
I don't think too many people would disagree with you.
I can't skip this?
I don't think it's trash. It just ain't,
I'll say it's trash.
A whole lot of cutscenes, bro. I spent $50 to pay $60 twice because I bought it for Avidan to watch a movie.
I can't even get rid of this cutscene.
To watch a movie. Everyone, I'm running around, like chop around a little bit, and then a movie. I run around, like cut a few things, have a cool cutscene, a movie.
I'm okay with that in certain games if I liked what I played in between and the story that they're trying to tell me is coherent, interesting, good characters and things like that. I can deal with it. If none of that is happening, I'm not watching a half an hour at clack 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 and all that, and it's not making.
Bro, that's the problem with Kingdom Hearts 3, in my opinion, was like the combat was too easy. You just hitting the X button, chop, 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 Donald heal me, please. And then the cussing.
And that's why in 2 weeks, we're finally going to have Final Fantasy VII Remake. In 2 weeks.
Which will, have all this thing. I mean,
part 1.
I'm gassed for Resident Evil 3 first. So
I dig it.
When does Resident Evil 3 come out?
I'm trying to beat Doom this weekend so I can get ready for Resident Evil.
When does Resident Evil 3 come out?
The 3rd. Next Friday?
No, that's the 4th. It's the 3rd. You're right. Wow, that comes the 3rd. Wow.
I don't know if I'm able to pick mine up. I'm a little concerned about that.
You mean as far as like getting out and getting around and getting it, or?
Well, one is we're still on lockdown. Like we're on order from in Ohio. We are not supposed to leave for anything non-essential until I think April 4th.
Right. Same here.
Which, I mean. How heavily they're enforcing it is debatable. But the other thing too,
I'm about to say it's not.
GameStop is essential. Remember,
GameStop's essential. Obviously,
it's not as heavily enforced here as it is in other places. So.
Right.
But a lot of people have been adhering to the stay home thing.
Well, the other thing was I heard somebody say online. I can't remember who it was. Mentioned that if you didn't have a pre-order all the way paid off, you couldn't pick it up because
that might be true.
Complete it.
You can't complete the order online.
I gotta call my GameStop to see.
And I traded some stuff in on mine, and I think I have like $8 left to pay off on the collector's edition of
right.
Of that.
See, I don't have much.
And you can't pay online on it.
Yeah, you can't do it online. Now, what I could do is I could call my GameStop, and because I know those guys pretty well, they would probably be willing to move money I've got on some other pre-order over to that one to finish it, and then maybe I could pick it up. But that's gonna suck if I get there and they're just like, "No, sorry, you can't fulfill your pre-order. You can't get Resident Evil 3 today."
See, I bought mine from Best Buy, who won't close no matter what, and they'll just they'll bring it to your car or something like that. They said, so.
Which that's what they're doing. They do curbside pickup. Like there's a system that you gotta go.
I'm just gonna roll the back window down, like throw it in the back, man. Throw it in the
back. Like you're right. Like you got to make a phone call to the GameStop that I'm at, and then you.
No, they completely closed mine. Like you can't.
Oh no! Yeah. Like mine right now is they're not completely closed, but they're not letting people in. So like you got to pull up, call them ahead of time, say I'm here to pick this up. And you pick it up, but not a lot of people are doing that because at my GameStop, people just were in there to hang out, so now they can't even hang out.
They can't even. Right. That's how my GameStop is. Like we used to hang out in there, like not talking trash or whatever. But
you talk trash, talk games, and then all the casual customers come in here and be like, "What are y'all doing? Talking games?" Like every casual customer used to come in and always look at me crazy because I'd be in there all the time, but like, yo, just hanging out, talking games. I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Nah, I used to like waiting for my wife to get off work, like after work, and just sitting there talking to them, and we'd be laughing and just all kind of stuff. I remember we had the best conversation about Death Stranding. That was awesome. That was the best Death Stranding discourse I ever had.
I owe my GameStop manager a big L and I still let him to this day don't let him forget it. He was hyping. You remember the game Brink?
Yes.
He was hyping that game up so bad. Like he was like, Bethesda's making it parkour. It's gonna be the best game ever. You gotta play Brink, dog. It's Bethesda. They can't let you down. What? Me and my boys bought it. To play with him, and guess what? The biggest flop ever. That game went from being $60 to $5 in a week.
Yeah, it was quick.
A week, dude. I was so mad.
It was quick, but I mean. That's the good thing about GameStop. When I see a lot of people say they don't like GameStop, I'm like, I don't think you like going out talking to people, because in most of our real lives, that's where we talk to people in depth about games in real life. That's not on the internet. Like, where do you just find other hardcore gamers at unless you go to somewhere where, they congregate? So, when people say they want to get rid of GameStop, those are the people, and that's not, talking mess, but I am a little bit. Y'all know how I am. That means you wasn't trying to go out anyway. And just because you want to be an introverted person don't mean I have to be. So I want GameStops to be open so I can go there and talk to people about video games before and after my purchases. So,
I will say, like, as far as GameStop goes, I
practices is
with
whack,
It's bad.
but, yeah.
What I want them to do now that they have Reggie on, and they're trying to redo their whole business model, bring back that essence of GameStop that we just talked about. Bring that back. Like, give me a reason to walk in there and hang out. Give me a reason to be in there and chill.
Wasn't that something they was talking about doing though? Bro, are you about to install Bleeding Edge? You are confused. Yo, Avidan is losing it over here.
I'm not installing it. I'm looking at the trailer, dog.
He is losing it.
I'm looking at the trailer,
I installed
dog.
it. I installed it and then like
I never played this game.
Don't do that.
I installed it on my Xbox and my PC and haven't touched it one time.
I'm kind of hearing.
Is it fun?
I
don't know. I haven't played it.
How about losing it?
Yeah, then how you gonna tell him what to do if you ain't played it yet? You know, I've heard.
But he just sat here, man. I call it the little kid moment. Can't figure out what you want to play.
Yep.
That's when you was a kid and you
know what? Real talk. That is the hardest part about when you got Game Pass. Like you just trying to down. You just like I could play that. I could play that.
I mean,
that is the downfall.
You know what? I could play PSO 2. I would play Apex, but it's like no.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's like I need.
You could play PSO. You could play PSO.
I could.
Oh, you just turned on PSO too. I turned it on too. Like, let's go.
I could. Like, that's no problem. But yeah,
Reggie going to bring that Haitian power to save GameStop for real. The Haitian creation over there.
I mean, I think that's how it should be marketed too, because you know what I mean. Listen, like the way I put it was this. Oh, you know how the I'm gonna call it quote unquote toxicity that goes on in the gaming community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to conventions. I've been around a bunch of gamers that's never happened in front of my face ever. That's purely internet stuff. I think that they should market the experience as this is, real life, real gamers, and taking it back to, hey, you sitting next to me and playing the game and stuff like that. Because listen, now in the hood, fights used to break out for, the NBA Lives and the 2Ks and the Maddens and all kind of stuff like that. But nowadays, that's not happening. And you have tournaments, you have all of these live action events. They should market themselves as a place that gamers can congregate and share that discourse and stuff like that about games. Because it can't just be we sell games no more, because everybody sell games. Mm-hmm. Like everybody. Or you could just stay at home and talk trash on the internet and buy games right off of your PC or your console. So they got to do a different, strategy, different marketing strategy to kind of attract people to GameStop again. But I hope that's what Reggie there for. Or Reggie just want to get a check. I don't know. I don't think he that kind of guy though.
Yeah.
Apparently they got a big event coming up, Avidan.
Wait, what?
Apparently they got a big event coming up on PSO.
Oh, word?
She just announced that there's a large ops for people in the region.
Oh yeah, at 12 o'clock. So it's gonna be like a large scale event. Man, if you down, we can run that.
Can run it. Oh, we can run it.
Cool.
But those y'all who are watching Fantasy Star Online is that game. Shout out to Phil Spencer for getting this game. Well, shout out to Xbox, not just Spencer. Shout out to Microsoft for getting this game localized.
Well, he was the best thing
they could have done. Because it's the best thing they could have done. Because this game is dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I thought I'd be bored with it. I like playing this game. It's one of them games that I could just shoot. You just shoot and grind. I'm just being real, but it's a lot of fun.
Nah, like this game is a lot of fun. Like you have different classes and everything you can use and everything. But
see, I'm already playing a shoot and grind game, and I'm already tired of it. I've been playing the Division for feel like
it's not
years.
a shoot. It's more of an MMO.
For like years, I've been playing the Division.
But we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here because we're just rambling at this point. So
hey, people love it.
We're going to go ahead and start off with the outros. First of all, we're going to thank our guests for coming on at such short notice. Shouts to Sincere Gold Chain Gamers. Where can they find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter at sincere_GCG, Instagram, Facebook. I'm rarely on Facebook, but I'm definitely on Instagram, Gold Chain Gamers. And yeah, man, right here on YouTube, whenever YouTube get its act together.
Word.
YouTube need us to sit in the corner or whooping or something. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but yeah, so you can find me there. And We ain't none of us going nowhere, so
We
hit me up.
chilling.
Got that right. Ain't nobody going nowhere.
Yeah, I am not listening to certain people. You ain't gonna catch me in church on Easter Sunday.
Nope.
Can't nobody on church on Easter Sunday. What are you talking about?
Listen. Listen. Service
Yeah, what are you talking about?
will be live streamed. So,
Yeah,
My church is live. No, for real. My church is live streaming our services. Like, it's crazy. Like, they literally every Sunday live. Just a pastor in the room, whatever they do. I don't know what they do. But they live stream it every Sunday. It's crazy.
I'm cool with that for now.
Like, listen,
Till
like
things
for
get
real,
together.
let things be calmed down, because I feel as though this thing, a lot of people not taking it seriously. A lot of people don't know the difference between coronavirus and COVID 19. Like, and the thing is, it's like, one, coronavirus is like freaking SARS. So it's like, people say they had it before. Yeah, you probably have. But COVID, whatever, the 19, C19, that's like a bomb. C19.
COVID-19, brother. COVID. Just call it COVID.
COVID-19. I couldn't remember the name for a quick second. Thank you for that. I feel as though a lot of people with COVID-19 is they don't understand that how lethal that is, and it's not the same as coronavirus. And that's the information I feel like that should be shared out with people. So, like, literally, stay safe out there, guys. Stay
home.
Yes, stay home.
Stay home. Unless you need essentials. If you need essentials, go out, get what you need. So
Right.
Yeah, of course, but don't just be willy-nilly like, oh, I'm going to the park and hang out with 20 people. Don't do it.
That's a terrorist attack now.
Go home.
That is a terrorist attack now. If you call for somebody, that is a terrorist attack. So, all right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to Studio Nintendo.
Studio Nintendo over here. Y'all know where to find me. YouTube.com/Studio Nintendo. If you like music and video game music like Doom, but not as heavy as Doom, then I'm your guy. Go over there, check it out.
It's pretty heavy.
It's pretty hard.
And yeah, I got a few projects in the works right now. I'm working on some Final Fantasy VII music and another RPG as well that I'm not going to tell anybody. But Avidan's heard a few tunes, and he can vouch that and say it's going to be a pretty good one.
That one, yeah.
So yeah, check it out, Studio Nintendo. Go over there, subscribe if you like the music. If not, then
subscribe anyway.
Thanks for checking that out.
Subscribe anyway. Anyway, we got Your Player 2.
Yes. You can find me at youtube.com/yourplayer2, on Twitter at it's yourplayer2, and then on Instagram at yourplayer2. And the other thing that I would say is, most recent video that I did on the channel was a review of the Daemon X Machina, which it's barely Daemon X Machina, really. It's the Split Pad Pro. Yeah. For the Switch, which is it's amazing. I'll save you the trouble. It's an amazing add-on if you love portable play, but you play portably around your house. It's really good. It's really worth checking out. But yeah, with that upcoming videos, I will be taking a look at the Elgato green screen, which I'm using right now for the first time on the ChillCast, which has been tremendous. You're absolutely right, Sincere. It's an awesome piece of hardware. And other than that, I will be doing some stuff with the new iPad Pro 2020. I'm going to do some video editing tests on and kind of see how that is for anybody who's curious about editing in an iOS environment. So, if you run a gaming channel or you're a gaming content creator, you will probably find something you dig over on my channel. But, check it out.
All right, cool. We're going to raid somebody. It's been a long time since we raided someone. We're going to go ahead and raid Rax the Great. So I'm going to go ahead and send out the link to you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. As you guys know, this is the Avidan Smith channel where we get a whole bunch of live streams. You want edited content, head over to Beats for Breakfast, just as it's spelled. We have a new video up this morning. The month of April is about to be ridiculous. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff coming out in the month of April. And yeah, make sure you go subscribe to both channels. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most of all, you make sure you share this with a friend. This is Avidan, Go Chain Gamers, Studio Nintendo, Your Player 2, and we are out. Peace!